So Paul, what does FETA offer to young 16 to 18-year-old players?
Well, really, it gives them a good chance to reintegrate back into football in many cases. You know, whether they've finished high school or come out of some kind of academy system at maybe under 16, gives them an excellent opportunity to play at a high standard of football, being associated to quite high level football clubs, whether that be Macclesfield Town, Manchester Gregorians, clubs like Radcliffe Borough that we partner with. So, you know, it does give young players a kind of a route back in. And for those that maybe weren't at centre of excellence level or academy level, it gives them a chance to kind of up the game really and be involved at a higher standard.
Fantastic. And obviously you've mentioned a couple, but what sort of pathways and links are available then through, obviously you've mentioned Macclesfield Town, but can you elaborate on that?
Well, if a player joins the course, obviously he's applying to our course as a student fundamentally, so you have to do the education as well. The football side of things, obviously it speaks for itself. There's lots of games, lots of match days, lots of training sessions, but the kind of pathways on completion of our course, you know, we're hoping to kind of improve the players enough for them to go on and continue playing in their kind of early adult life really. There's a massive fallout of football from between like 16 and 21 in that transition age group, so we're hoping really to engage them and keep them playing at them levels, so whether they go on to be a good amateur player, a good semi-professional player, or even I think we have got the capacity to reintegrate a few into the professional game. So really you're looking at, you know, continuing playing, amateur, semi-pro, professional.
Fantastic. And obviously all of that has to go down to the facilities. So what facilities do you have on offer with?
Well, the facilities that we have right now are excellent. You know, we're currently based at the Armitage Sports Centre, which we will always continue to use, where they've got, you know, several artificial grass pitches, some fantastic actual grass pitches as well. So lots of facility really to play their football. We have a gym, we have a sports hall, you know, everything there for a top level academy. The academy, the FETA Academy, is soon to move to the Platt Lane complex, which is just down the road in Fallowfield in Manchester. And there, obviously, it's one of the best facilities in the northwest, really, with exceptional outside pitches, indoor domes, 2 fully functional classrooms which overlook the pitches. So, in terms of facilities for a football academy, I don't think you can get much better.
So obviously great facilities for the development of all the players, fitness and playing wise.
Absolutely, yeah. Both at Armitage and at Platt Lane Complex, there's fully functioning techno gyms. So, you know, the tutors on the BTEC course, you know, they do strength conditioning training, fitness testing. They do that as part of the course, but it's imperative that as a player, you know, they get fitter, they get stronger. So all the infrastructure to do that is there in place.
Fantastic. And you've obviously got a lot of players in. It's a very big academy. How do you maintain matches for so many people?
Well, we actually enter several leagues. So, for example, this season the FETA Academy will play in 6 or 7 leagues. So they range, you know, there's kind of the top leagues and they kind of filter down. But what we found last year was kind of every league and every standard we played in was high. So, you know, we've got Macclesfield Town teams in the Football Conference Youth Alliance, in the Lancashire FA Floodlit League, and also in the North West Youth Alliance on a Sunday, where we've also got a Manchester Greggs team on a Sunday. So we're in 2 separate divisions on a Sunday. And we're also in the British Colleges Leagues, which is an exceptional standard really. We probably overlooked that last season, but the British Colleges League is a really high standard. So we have 2 FETA teams in the British colleges, and there's also a virtual learning league, which is a kind of interleague for the kind of training provider that we work with, a kind of interleague with some of the other sites. So lots and lots of football, lots of games, and it's a real challenge for young players.
And you think that's one of your sort of standout points over any other competitors, any other colleges in this area, that you offer so many games? Yeah,
I think what we offer, you know, as a games programme, it can't be matched really. I think, you know, even in the conception of this idea of this football academy, it was, you know, my primary concern was to make sure they played enough football. Far too often, obviously, you know, at differing levels at academies and colleges, they don't play enough football. They maybe train once or twice, but you know, they don't really get to play. So if we're going to have a lot of players at our academy, we promise and we legislate for everybody having at least 1 competitive football match per week in a league where they're fighting for points, fighting for places, and it makes, you know, a real good atmosphere really for players going forward. Good thing about our site is as well, players can play in several leagues, so you could be playing for Macclesfield Town on a Wednesday and then turning out for Manchester Greggs on a Sunday, and maybe the following week you're playing as FETA in the British Colleges League. So lots of different standards, lots of different teams to play in, which is very unique. That is one of our unique selling points, that we're not affiliated to any one place or club. We can they can represent us on football in different outlets.
Fantastic. And obviously moving now more towards what you personally can offer, what can the coaches at Feta offer above anywhere else?
Well, obviously I'd like to believe that we kind of know what we're doing. I've worked in this kind of, youth development industry now since kind of, the year 2000, starting at Macclesfield Town Football Club, learning a lot from the people and the coaches there. So I think, speaking personally as a UEFA licensed coach, I think we can offer a lot to these players. The other coaching staff that we have in our academy come with very good backgrounds, quite varied and quite different. Some lads have been in America and studied scholarships, and now they work for us. Some guys were in the professional game, professional players, but now come and work for us. So we've got a lot of different backgrounds really, and different histories of some of our coaches, which hopefully is to the benefit of the players, and they can learn a lot from these guys.
Fantastic. And why purple?
Why purple? We get asked that a lot. Basically, I think it's generic. I think it's a fantastic colour, personally. I think a lot of the kind of places we work with, funnily enough, like the Armitage Sports Centre, which is the Manchester Metropolitan University site, is purple. Their theme is purple. I just think to be blue, to be red, kind of falls you in line with certain stereotypes of being United or City or whoever. So I don't think that was the way to go. I think a general colour, a genetic colour of navy and purple, I personally think has worked, and I think they look fantastic when they're in the purple football kits and the training kit. And I think, as a day-to-day basis at the Feta Academy, they're in purple, we know who they are, we know where they are, and then when they go and represent their respective clubs on a match day, Greg's, Macclesfield Town, they wear club kit, and that's where it kind of stands out.
Fantastic.